How you doing?
What's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? We back another day.
Yes, we are. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
So I know you read the Bible, and I know you know your Bible. So I'm pretty sure you're aware about the type of questions that I have for you. So basically,
Bring them. I love questions.
when it comes to Africa, there's a lot of theories relating to the Africa and the Bible. Can you bring some reality into that for me and explain how that correlates Africa and the Bible, or Africa in the Bible? Does it take place?
Great. Well, number one, the word Africa is not in the Bible. From Genesis to Revelation, the word Africa is not in the Bible. But the continent is written all throughout the Bible. And the continent, the name of the continent actually is called the land of Ham. Ham being one of the sons of Noah, that one of the three sons of Noah, that when he crossed, right, his sons went down into the continent. So the writers, the Israelite writers of the Bible, wrote about the Hamites, or the sons of Ham, and they wrote throughout the scriptures the land of Ham, because that's where the sons of Ham went. They went to that continent. So if you go into the book of Psalms, you'll see Jacob sojourned or journeyed in the land of Ham. So the land of Ham, Jacob, being the father of Israel, went down into Egypt. Okay, Egypt, the son Egypt, his name was Mizraim. So when you go back to Genesis, the 9th and 10th chapter, the sons of Ham was Cush, Mizraim, Phut, and Canaan. Those are the four sons. Okay, and from these four sons, the entire continent got overspread. Now, when the Greeks came, which is the white man, came into existence, they changed Mizraim's name to Egypt. They changed Cush name into Ethiops or Ethiopia, right? And that really is a slur against those dark-skinned sons of Ham, because the word Ethiops is like a negative term, like you burnt face, you black face. That's what they call them. So that's where the word Ethiops is written throughout the Bible. So nowhere from Genesis, if you look from Genesis to the last book of Revelation, will you find any word Africa, because the word Africa itself did not come into existence until the time of Leo Scipius Africanus. Now, Leo Scipius Africanus is a Roman general that beat a black general from out of Carthage. Carthage was in what's called Libya today. Okay, Carthage was a city that's called Libya today. And what was happening was we had what's called the Punic Wars, the first, second, and third Punic Wars between Rome and this black empire called Carthage. Okay, so Hannibal Barca, he crossed into the Alps with elephants and came down and sacked Rome and sacked Italy. He got pushed out by Leo Scipius Africanus, which was the son of Scipius Africanus. Leo Scipius Africanus crossed into Carthage, crossed the Mediterranean, crossed into Carthage. So the city that's there now, which is called Tripoli in Libya, was originally Carthage when you go back. It got destroyed. His name, Africanus, got put on that city after he destroyed it. And eventually, it got moved to the entire continent of Africa. And they became the entire continent. So if you're calling yourself African, you're calling yourself after an Italian white man. Just like we call ourselves American, right? And America comes from the word Amerigo Vespucci. So now we calling ourselves African after one white man, American, African American, we calling ourselves after two white men. So Africa is not the original name in the Bible. Okay, so the Bible is written about, in the Bible it's written about many different times in many different ways. Okay, so you have cities in there. You have cities in there. So if you look up Ethiopia, if you look up Egypt, what Egypt did and so forth like that. So it's written about, but the word that people are looking for, and dark people are written all throughout the Bible. Okay. Good. You got another question? Okay. So dark people are written all throughout the Bible. One of the greatest black men of color that came from the Hamites was Nimrod. Yeah, was Nimrod. So when you go back to Nimrod in Genesis the 10th chapter, he was a great hunter before the Lord. So he did great things. He was a dark-skinned man. You understand what I'm saying? He was a dark-skinned man that did great things on the continent and so forth like that, that set up great empires and so forth like that. So there's many dark-skinned people in the scriptures. The Ethiopians, what they did, you understand? But a lot of what people don't realize is the name changes, which you have to study historically. If you don't study the name changes, what is the original name and what is the new name? That's why people get confused and so forth like that. So, as far as continental wide, they are considered, the people of Ham are considered Gentiles. Now, what happened is they lied to us. The Roman Catholic Church lied to us when we came under Roman Catholicism and Christianity. And they said that we, being the dark-skinned people of the Bible, are Hamites. We are not Hamites. But what they did was they took the curse of Canaan and they said that we were supposed to go into slavery because of the curse of Canaan. That's why we were in slavery in Genesis, the 9th chapter and the 25th verse. And they said, well, that's the reason why they had us in slavery. We're Gentiles. So when you go into a lot of religions that still exist through Roman Catholic doctrine, a lot of people that go to church, black people that go to church, consider themselves to be Gentiles. And they consider the white man to be the chosen people of God, the so-called Jews and so forth like that. That's through Roman Catholic doctrine. And that's another lie that has been propagated down through time. Okay? But the entire Bible is about black people of color, and so forth like that. You can pause it right here.
Okay, so let's have another question for you. Okay, so when the Lord comes,
right,
what will happen to the African people?
That's a great question. So because they believe, millions of Africans now, using the title Africans, but they're really Hamites in the Bible, which is Gentiles. Right? We are not of them. That's another thing. We, the people of North, Central, and South America, the dark-skinned people, we are not there, we are not them. Okay, and they know that. They sold us into captivity. If you go to the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, we were always enemies to them, and they were always enemies to us. Okay? Now, because of religion, because of Roman Catholicism, because of Islam, because of all the different philosophies, the witchcraft and stuff that they believe in to this very day, they are in opposition to the Lord. So what the Lord is going to do is the Lord is going to destroy them, because the Lord tells you in Exodus, thou shalt have no other gods before me. You shall not deal in idols or rocks or stones or all these different things, and that's what they have done. Okay, they believe in Roman Catholicism in Ghana or Nigeria. They have a church, the biggest church set up to the Roman Catholic Pope, or you understand, all these different things. A lot of African cities and nations were conquered by the Arabs, and they believe in Islam to this very day. That's why you see them pray 6 times, and they pray to the east. They don't even know why they do those traditions. So they don't even know why they do those traditions. So for you to understand what is going to happen to all these nations, all you got to do is go to Genesis, the 1st chapter, or go to Isaiah, the 14th chapter, from 1 to 5. It clearly tells you what is going to happen. And even in Genesis, the 19th, in Revelation, the 19th chapter, Revelation, the 19th chapter, clearly tells you when the war starts, what is going to go back. But I give you an even better verse. If you all don't believe me, go to the book of Obadiah. In the book of Obadiah, it tells you, as the heathen has done, so shall it be done to them. Okay? So as they have done to us, as they have hated us, matter of fact, think about this. Any of you see this video? None of these African nations to this day has ever called any black of us home and said, come home, my people, We know that you are our people. We have this land set up for you. We're going to give you this land. We're sorry for the slavery that has been done, that we have done by selling. None of them have done that. None of these countries, Nigeria, Chad, Mali, Ghana, none of these countries has ever done that. You understand? But yet we always run into them like they're going to save us. That's why the Lord said, your help is not from the mountains and from the hills. Your help is from the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us don't believe in a sky God. But then why do you read the Bible?